Diddy, a legendary force in hip-hop who once stood as an unshakable icon, now faces the grim possibility of life behind bars. His silent, composed demeanor in the courtroom, a shadow of his usual confident self, has left fans and the music world in disbelief. His fate has taken a dramatic turn, shaking up the entertainment industry. It has been a month since Sean Diddy Combs was arrested and formally charged by the Justice Department for allegedly orchestrating a years-long conspiracy involving sexual misconduct and the exploitation of women. The indictment accuses Diddy of leveraging his vast business empire and influence to carry out these alleged crimes. The accusations have sent shockwaves through the music industry, where Diddy has been celebrated as a cultural icon and mogul. In a key development, Federal Appeals Court Judge William J. Nardini denied Diddy's plea for immediate release, citing concerns that he might pose a danger if placed under house arrest. Prosecutors argued that Diddy or his associates could potentially intimidate witnesses, and even a $50 million bail offer was turned down. In his first courtroom appearance since the arrest, Diddy was seen in Manhattan federal court wearing prison garb with his ankles shackled. The 54-year-old rapper was joined by his family, including his mother and children, who displayed unwavering support. During the hearing, Diddy greeted his children with a wave and blew a kiss to his mother. One of his sons flexed his arm in a show of strength, demonstrating solidarity during this critical moment. The hearing brought significant focus on the evidence and its implications. Prosecutors revealed a trove of material seized during raids on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes, including 96 devices, some encrypted, containing a staggering 90 terabytes of data. Investigators have so far extracted information from 42 of these devices. Among the evidence discussed was a 2016 video allegedly showing Diddy assaulting singer Cassie Ventura.
A lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous, and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere facility.
They didn't believe me. When it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like.
Diddy's legal team responded with vigor, accusing the government of leaking sensitive information, including the 2016 video, to sway public opinion. In federal court filings, his lawyers claimed that the leaks were deliberate and aimed at tarnishing his reputation ahead of trial. They also alleged that media outlets were given advance notice of the property raids, demanding a full investigation to protect Diddy's right to a fair trial. The defense has requested the court to issue an order barring federal agents from sharing evidence with the media and to destroy any leaked materials. The defense further argued that Cassie, who reportedly received an 8-figure settlement, had no motive to leak the video. Prosecutors countered, claiming the defense's motion was a distraction intended to suppress damaging evidence. Both sides also clashed over public statements about the case. Diddy's legal team sought a no-speech order to prevent the prosecution from releasing case details, arguing this was necessary to prevent jury impartiality. In response, the prosecution requested similar restrictions on Diddy's team, citing public comments by one of his lawyers that accused the government of targeting a successful black man.
The National Housing Unit is a 24-hour lockdown unit, which means that any movement within that unit is controlled and coordinated, and no inmate moves outside of his cell without being in full restraints, to include leg irons, handcuffs, a belly chain.
The judge instructed Diddy's attorneys to draft a proposed restraining order to ensure equal restrictions on both parties. As the legal drama intensifies, both sides are expected to file additional briefs to solidify their positions before the judge makes key rulings.
That I kind of tried to briefly talk about it because I knew it wasn't going to seem true because it was just too much. It was too crazy. It was too crazy. People were going to think that I was just lying. It had a lot of people involved, celebrities and stuff, so I was trying to be real vague.
However, this apology did little to quell the growing outrage, and public opinion continued to spiral. The fallout from Diddy's legal troubles has impacted more than just his personal life and reputation. His business ventures, which span music, fashion, and media, are now under threat. The negative publicity surrounding Diddy has caused many potential brand partners to reconsider their relationships. Diddy's prominent fashion brand, Sean John, has seen retailers and consumers beginning to react negatively, which could hurt sales and distribution if the sentiment continues. This situation isn't new in the entertainment industry. Cases like R. Kelly's demonstrate how unchecked power.
The announcement of Diddy's trial date, set for May 5, 2025, marked another pivotal moment. This date followed an agreement between the defense and prosecution to honor Diddy's request for a speedy trial. However, the prosecution has hinted at the possibility of filing a supplemental indictment with new or revised charges, which could delay the trial. Until the trial begins, Diddy will remain in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a facility known for safety issues and troubling incidents involving inmates. With tensions running high and the stakes even higher, this case is poised to become one of the most closely watched trials in recent history, with profound implications for Diddy's career, legacy, and the broader entertainment world. Diddy's daily routine in prison is a stark departure from his previous life of opulence. According to his attorney, he is attempting to adapt, but the adjustment has been far from easy. His day begins at 6 a.m. with a breakfast consisting of cereal, fruit, and pastries. Lunch is served at 11 a.m., offering options like sandwiches, grilled fish, or steak. Dinner follows after a 4 p.m. head count, featuring meals such as chicken fajitas, pasta, or roast beef. Healthier alternatives, including vegetarian options like lentils, tofu, and baked beans, are also available. However, the institutional meals stand in stark contrast to the personalized dishes prepared by his private chef, who had meticulously catered to Diddy's dietary preferences over the past 8 months. Gone are the days of lavish cuisine, replaced by the rigid simplicity of prison meals. Former Married at First Sight star Timothy Smith, who spent time in a federal prison, shed light on what Diddy might be experiencing. Smith noted that in the federal system, neither fame nor wealth affords any leniency. Basic items such as tracksuits and shoes can be purchased from the in-house store, but personal belongings are strictly prohibited. Regular surprise inspections by guards ensure compliance, with contraband immediately confiscated. Diddy, currently housed in a special management area, has limited interaction with other inmates. Contrary to the notion of celebrity privileges, there are no TVs or radios in such areas. Instead, Diddy has access only to a Bible and 1 book per week. Communication with the outside world, including family and friends, is severely restricted.
The most talked about trials in recent history. The trial. The most pivotal moment from the recent hearing was the announcement of Diddy's official trial date, May 5th, 2025. This date was set after the defense and prosecution reached a tentative agreement, honoring Diddy's request for a speedy trial. However, the prosecution hinted at the possibility of filing a supplemental indictment with new or revised charges, which could potentially push the trial date further. Until then, Diddy will remain in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a facility notorious for safety issues and troubling incidents involving inmates.